gameplay business. We have yet another Konami game to check off the list here on Geek Feature, so let's get right into it. After all the loading stops, of course. Gotta love these newer games with all their publishers and loading times and... Oh, it's an anime. I must have accidentally turned on Crunchyroll or something. Oh man, a flying RV. I wonder if Lone Star's flying that thing. Nothing like obscure visuals and explosions to set the mood. So basically this whole thing is kind of a summary on how each of the characters became who they are in the game, I guess. One person defects because of injustice. Then you have another character that is running for her life and has some issue with her eye, I think, because reasons. So she finds a random gun, and that apparently makes her become a well-trained mercenary somehow. Then there's this guy with a pompadour that rides around on a future motorcycle, or space motorcycle, that looks kind of like Commissioner Gordon, but with Tood. And he also smokes cigars. Then there's your typical anime ninja person that doesn't have a gun and goes around, shredding things with her sword, such as robot alligators, and of course makes explosions happen. So these characters apparently join forces, and they go to execute a desperate plan to stop the Commonwealth, which is yet another empire led by a man they call Tiberius. Yes, fear the mighty Tiberius. Well, I guess he's pretty tough. I mean, he looks really kind of cool. He has a cool mech army, and he looks like a blonde M. Bison, but sports a sword. Well, look, I'm sold on this plot here. I mean, as long as we continue with this awesome metal soundtrack, which, if you don't recognize the playing style, is the same guy that did the music for Guilty Gear. I think his name is Daisuke Ishitowari or something. Yeah, well, that's basically it. Naruto! Oh, it's not Naruto? Oh, well, let's just get started then. Welcome to a game that has a name that sounds like it could be a bad sequel to the Resident Evil series or Matrix or something. Luckily, it's neither of those. This game is a part of the Contra series, even though it's not using the formal name Contra. The term Hard Corps is derived from a game called Contra Hard Corps, which was released for the Sega Genesis in the late 90s. Well, this game is apparently a prequel to that game, and it even takes place 20 years before the events in the original Contra game on the NES. Alright, moving on here. As you can see, there are 2 playable characters currently. I've played the game enough to power the crap out of Bahamut, but not Crystal yet, so let's pick Bahamut and get the game started. Bahamut. Isn't that the name of the huge dragon summon from the Final Fantasy series? Well, anyway, I'm going to figure out which level to play here. Maybe I'll just start out on the first stage for this playthrough and continue forward from there. How does that sound? Well, tough, I'm doing it anyway, so there. Alright. Welcome to the world of tomorrow, specifically the year 2613. It's full of neat future stuff like deserts and sand and canyons, and of course your occasional robotic sandworm. Most importantly though, the grand futuristic suffrage of humanity under the evil tyrant. So basically they took a page out of Star Wars or Final Fantasy VI. Okay, just so we're clear, by soldiers rising through the ranks to attempt this desperate plan to infiltrate the enemy base and weaken their forces, you mean only me, right? Yeah, I thought so. Well, let's let Mr. War Hero do all the work. Alright, well let's get on with it then. Negative, it didn't go in, it just impacted on the surface. Now this riff sounds familiar. Yeah, so anyone else would need to rappel from a helicopter. Not this guy. He just safely flips out of helicopters. Amazing. So let's begin with all the overkill. As I said before, I really powered up Bahamut, so when I begin this game, I have maxed out lasers and ripple guns. So basically, I'm nigh unstoppable. Watch me now plow my way through this empire-laden desert in search of adventure and excitement as I hear the horrified lamentations of my enemies as I continue on my speedy, murderous rampage, all in glorious 2.5D format. Lots of random platforming out here in this desert. I suppose this game is kind of like a really violent Super Mario Brothers, except you weren't eating mushrooms and stomping on enemies. You just murder mercilessly with a really powerful gun. All games, of course, would not be complete without good old wooden crates. Every advanced military from the year 2613 needs these crates. Now we know more about the future. Now normally when you first start this game, you are seriously underpowered, and thus the levels can beat the crap out of you at first, but hey, just keep playing it a few hundred times and you can eventually power up your player so you can just wreck house on each stage. So here's our kinda first boss fight of the many that are scattered across the stage. This is kinda like a rehash from the first Contra. It harkens back to the fortress entrance, or the wall. It's more of an armored wall with a giant Death Star cannon attached to it, which I'm clearly making quick work of with my freaking laser beams. Okay, it's destroyed. That was fairly easy. Alright, let's continue on my onslaught through this stage. Now it looks like we've stumbled upon ruins of a village. Now is it me, or does this part of the stage look kind of like a stage from the game Aladdin? Well, at least they don't have a crappy soundtrack from that game. Imagine if you had this gun, though, in Aladdin. Couldn't the genie just create this gun and make things easier? Hell, even in the movie, he could have just created a military arsenal for Aladdin. He could have just defeated Jafar, and the movie would have been over that much quicker. So who places random flamethrowers like this? Who cares? It's a Contra game after all, right? This game's almost like a Metroidvania game, but it's more linear. But could you imagine if this was a non-linear exploratory game? That'd be kind of cool. Whoa, sandworms. You hate them, right? I hate them myself. What's worse is it's a robotic sandworm. I wonder how this will play out. Will it be like Doom, Beetlejuice, or Tremors? Well, I suppose we'll see. Oh, hey, check out these Mary Poppins enemies. Hey, I'm Mary Poppins, y'all! Oh, geez, I love to laugh. Long and loud and clear. All the scenery is reminding me of the show Trigun. I feel like almost everything in this level was inspired by it. I haven't seen that show in a long time. I haven't really been watching Adult Swim, though, so I don't know if they're still showing it, but both Trigun and Cowboy Bebop were my faves. Not Big O. That movie, or that show, is more like Batman, the animated series, like a rip-off of it, with giant robots. Kind of like Dark City. Bahamut kind of reminds me of a mix between Spike and Vash the Stampede. Now we're at a crazy bridge that's barely held together by rope and random wood planks. It seems legit, so let's cross over it. So this being the future and all, I wonder if it's like a post-apocalyptic future, like Mad Max type, where half the world is a desert or something. Well, I need to get across this bridge, but I appear to be spending way too much time killing stuff and generally destroying everything just to get to Thunderdome over here. Just gotta keep firing away relentlessly with my freaking lasers, blowing stuff up, anime style. I don't even know exactly what that means. Alright, a bike, or space bike. Guess it's time to do some Final Fantasy VII stuff. Great, now I'm being chased by some machine from the Jetsons cartoon. And the chase is on. I feel like this is probably a fear people actually have. You know, being chased by a giant spider made of metal that shoots lasers and stuff. So this is the mission, being chased around by some crazy metal quadruped robot. How utterly wacky. Especially since it can drill itself into the ground. Not only that, can leap several feet into the air, because science. So why are we still using motorcycles in the year 2613? Wouldn't this be like a hover cycle or something? Well, I guess I shouldn't question the future. Well, anyway, I just beat the stupid four-legged contraption. Now it's time to do motorcycle stuff and just ride with my crazy anime hair blowing in the wind. Oh crap, here he comes. Must go faster, must go faster. Go, 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 and... yeah, Bahamut, I couldn't have said it better myself. And of course I do a perfect 10 landing after flipping off a bike doing 100 miles per hour over a canyon. Hey, if Bahamut can, so can you. But seriously, don't try that at home. Okay, here is the Stage 1 main boss, which is called Lotus Wyrm. It's a giant metal worm sand burrowing machine thing. And it has a cute little scary shark face. Get Kevin Bacon on the phone, because this thing needs to be stopped. So I'm going to start by destroying its missile launching pods. Look, it's basically like one giant killer gorilla pod with sweet spike wheels and stuff. I wonder if I can get a hold of one of these gorilla pods. Oh crap, look out. And it dive bombs you. I didn't sign up for this. Oh look, it's kind of like a Sarlacc pit type thing going on here. Oh no! Die 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 die. Oh crap! And it also breathes fire. Again, don't question the future. Looks like I scared it off and oh crap. And apparently this thing likes doing yoga in the desert while kindly distributing little medals for me to collect. Ooh, medals! Oh, wait, come back! Okay, look, now it's just time to end this guy. I'm just gonna lay into him here with my stupid spread gun that he gave me earlier as he tries to throw his baby worms at me. Not weird at all. Okay, I almost have him and... got him. Okay, now that he's dead, let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, definitely no contest. Oh, hey, look. Another conveniently placed future motorcycle. And I'm off. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, crap. Not again. And the mission continues. And, this guy again. Can't he just stay dead? Well, I suppose he hasn't learned his lesson yet. Okay, so let's reflect here. I've flipped out of a helicopter, taken an entire army on in the desert, including a giant wall with a Death Star laser. I've been chased by this crazy quadruped thing, leaped over a canyon on a motorcycle, gotten attacked by a giant metal worm robot, and now being chased around by this crazy pod thing again. Where will all this wackiness end? Well, perhaps we'll find out soon, since I destroyed him again. Man, this thing just doesn't give up. Maybe running it off the side of a cliff will do the job, perhaps. Almost there, and... yeah. And a perfect mid-air landing on a helicopter, one-handed to finish the stage. Well, this is stage 1 complete. Finally. Okay there, future helicopter. Take me home. Whee! Come on, big money, no whammies, and stop!
Stupendous.
Hey, who are you calling stupendous? Well, yeah, I got an A after all, though I'm still trying to work on my S score for this stage. Maybe someday when I have more time. Well, thanks for sticking around to watch me annihilate the first stage of Hard Corps Uprising. Feel free to like or subscribe if you haven't already, or don't. Either way, I still get to make these cheesy videos, and you still get to continue on with your life. So it's a win-win. Well, anyway, it's been fun, but it's time to go. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.